Well kids, today we're going to talk about octagons, specifically how to make an octagon base with foundations and official settings, because we all know fence foundations and pillars suck for PvP. So I used this technique in my last video, but I didn't explain it very well besides a quick little demonstration, and it left some of you rascals confused. So first I'll just show you guys what you can do with it, and show you a sneak peek of some of the upcoming builds I'm messing around with it. These octagons are actually really cool because they have great turret coverage, and you can have the tech shield like this that covers the whole base but allows the turrets to still shoot out. And you can use this to make smaller octagons like my last build, or even giant ones like this guy I'm messing around with. That's kind of an all-in-one base. He's got a lot of forges, a lot of crafting area, huge area for breeding, and lots of dino storage. So maybe look for that video, maybe subscribe, you know? Before I actually start and show you how to do it, I want to talk about the materials you use to make it. Normally I'd say practice and try out with thatch or wood, but that doesn't quite work for this. Thatch doesn't have nice sharp corners, which kind of makes it annoying, and wood kind of sticks out further on one side, which kind of tricks you and messes you up when you're trying to get it nice and even. So I normally use metal, even though you may waste some materials with it. It makes getting everything really straight a lot easier with the really sharp edges and those little bolts on the side that you can line up with. And you'll see what I'm talking about by that in just a second here. So to start, you find some flat ground and you lower a foundation. Then you place fence foundations like this on it. Then you snap a pillar on the end of that fence foundation and place a ladder on the pillar. Then you climb up the ladder. It gives you a nice 45-degree angle offset from the first foundation. Then you want to get yourself nice and lined up with the corner. And this is why I use metal, because those little bolts and the sharp edge make it a lot easier. I mean, it's still kind of annoying to get perfectly lined up with it, but the metal really helps, it does. Next, you move back and forth a little bit to find the spot where it tries to snap to the first foundation, but where it actually doesn't snap, where it's just a little bit further out like this. From there, just tap forward once and place the foundation. And that might take some time messing around with to get it right, you know, figuring out how much you gotta press. But for me, it's just one quick tap on my W key. It's not that hard, but it might take some getting used to. Then you just build back over to the first foundation, check to see if it's nice and straight. You should make a nice little star like this. Now when using foundations like this, you always want to make sure you place the lower one first, then the upper one. If you do the other way around, the game simply won't let you place them because it's official first. If you demoed those early ones to check if it was straight like I did, you'll have to go ahead and place them back, then demo the upper ones to place the lower ones. Like I said, you gotta go lower than upper. And then you just start making a big old plus or X with the lower one, and then you do the same with the top one like this. And you can really extend the X out as far as you want. And then to actually make it into an octagon, you just extend the edges out like this in a T shape, and you do it with the lower ones again first, then the upper ones, otherwise it won't work. Like this, you can see, I'm just shaking my head no on the screen, because you gotta go lower than upper, otherwise it won't work. And you just do that kind of all the way around the perimeter, and then fill in the gaps however you like, and there you go. That's a snap. And there you go, you have an octagon with foundations. That's not complete garbage like fence foundation ones. Now, depending on how far you extend each X, it might not work out perfectly like this one did. Sometimes the walls will have little tiny gaps that you could fill with pillars, and other times the walls will overlap too much, which you might have to use doors and then replace the doors with walls. It won't quite work for any size, but you can make some good small, medium, large, and gigantic ones with it. So just go ahead and mess around with it some to find a size you like. The ceilings work the exact same way as the foundations. You gotta do the lower ones, then the upper ones. And I feel like that's going to be like the motto for this whole video. I've said it so many times, but you got to do it lower ones than the upper ones, otherwise you won't be able to place them right. Another reason I like this so much better than the fence foundation octagons is that each of these X's provides support for the walls and the ceiling. So if I demo these walls right here, the ceiling will stay up and it won't collapse. With the fence foundation one, if I demo the walls, the ceiling will fall down because they don't actually get support from the opposite side walls or from any other walls next to them, which makes it a good deal better for PvP. And I think I'll show you rascals how to do it again once more, just to make sure you get it, because I know some of you guys are kind of slow. So you lower foundation, place the fancy things, pillar and ladder the bitch, then you go climbing to center yourself. We'll go around to find the sweet spot, and then you just tap forward once, not too much and not too little. Then you place the fucker. Foundation, sorry. Then you go down with the X's, you demo those useless bastards, we don't need them. Go up with the plus and then T the ends, and fill in those gaps. You got yourself an octagon. Hey! Apparently, while recording this just now, I went back in time an entire hour, guys. I have a superpower. I'm a time traveler. I don't even need a microwave or any bananas, guys. I can just do it. Only an hour at a time at a specific time. But, I guess that's it for the video. That's how I'm ending the video. Deal with it.